we'll see Evan Ingram. He went well over 100 yards a week ago and found his way to the end zone. It's the Jaguars and the Jets next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like 2 losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
One-loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
Levis out of the shotgun now. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Back-to-back receptions for him, but it's another first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive, and they know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Quentin Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Levis. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Taking it about the 16. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his one collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field,
he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin the season.
This is the target, incomplete.
And first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 45-yard punt and in on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Levis back to throw. And will find his man on the end line, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw, it's Levis. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 41-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be brought down just shy of 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st. Levis. And it is caught. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Levis. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down. They're able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Meanwhile, Levis' throw here taken in by Ingram. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Good work there, hold them out on first down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Off the play fake, Levis. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Working from the gun, here's Levis. His pass caught with the 4. So no gain on the play, and that'll make it second and goal. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jags get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Lance. He finds Wilson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Ball ought to give up the middle. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
Ball again on second down. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Fourth down. Here's Presley Marvin on to punt. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Levis to throw off play action. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Levis now on second down. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 34-yard line. Give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 31, here's second down and 7. Levis looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
Levis from the gun. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Levis on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got him on complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up the first and goal.
That's patience again right there, because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. The Lance going to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Lance. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. So here are the Jaguars to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Texans, but they're on top right now as they start this drive out 1st and 10. Levis to throw it. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, trying to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 1st down, Levis. Well, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Troy Anderson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Jets 7.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Jacksonville set to go again offensively. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
At the 29-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 9 yards that time.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read up,
and that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Levis sets up to throw here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick six, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
Point after try forthcoming. It's good, and it is now 21-7. He can play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The New York set to take the field. Lance going back to the air after the pick six. And this one's incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into bad throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Lance. He had him. He was open. He couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And they will take over 1st and 10. Jaguars offense ready to set up shop here again. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Second and 10. Here's Levis. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. Down the left sideline. Touchdown! Jaguars. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars Jaguars take a 3-touchdown lead.
All year from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Lance to throw it. And this will be incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Now, meanwhile, there's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the option right is Lance. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
A gain of 15.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. It's Wilson. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
they fake the handoff. Now Lance eluding the pressure right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd down and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 43-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Foster. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Lance. And that is incomplete.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the 2nd half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far, as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We got a solid first half out of the man from Kentucky, Will Levis. He's got a touchdown through the air as his guys have raced out to a gigantic early lead.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Working from the gun, Lance. And this is going to be incomplete.
Any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Off the play fake, Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Levis on 3rd and 1. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Levis. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain an 18-point lead.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Lance. And a completion to Wilson. And he's brought down. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gets him a first down. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun now for Lance. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 29-yard line.
First down, New York.
Throwing now is Lance. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
The Lance going to throw. He finds Wilson. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lance looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your down. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Now the Jets will call on the field goal unit here. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On 1st down, right back to Hall to about the 33-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 2nd down, here's Lance. And that throw behind his man. He missed it. Incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you've got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The punt team now now as this one sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And now out come the Jags. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 10.
Levis back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Plain and simple. That's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Here's Lance. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
Struggles and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Levis's throw here taken in by Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Hands it off out of the gun. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield. And down to 43. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Levis, quick completion out wide. Down the left sideline. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
Another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead. For those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach. And that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
He'll try again, but he will lose yardage here. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. 1st and goal, no gain. 2nd and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball 3rd time, but then...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Quentin Johnston from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. So, Charles, the bad taste from that opening week loss, that's just a memory now. This has been a very strong performance as they score once again.
Yeah, I know it's only week 2, but you're exactly right, because this team thought they let one get away in the opener, and not only were they determined to not let the same thing happen here, they knew that they had to correct a bunch of things. So everything that went wrong in game 1, they took care of business with it in game 2.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Off of play action, here's Lance. And he fires one incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Here's Lance to throw it. And seeing the throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Lance going back to the air after the pick 6. Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson. And he'll be stopped right there at the 31. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First down, Jets.
To throw, it's Lance. This pass out wide to Hall. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
And Lance now to throw. There's Hall bringing in another one. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now 3rd down and 7.
And it's 3rd down.
Back to throw again. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved. Well, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, usually bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Lance.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Now, stoppage here, we're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he can do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
Pressure got to him. Really big sack and a turnover here on downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Levis looking to throw.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Levis.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1.
Now Levis.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Here's Levis.
And that is incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And New York set to take the field.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half was... Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. Oh, one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And first and goal is what it will be at the 6-yard line. Excellent field position. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
Got his hands caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 6 yards away. And the Jaguars continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
Well, Charles, they had the comfortable lead, and now it's even more comfortable. Another score here in the fourth quarter to grow that lead.
Well, I think your initial reaction is surprise when you see a team piling it on this late in the blowout. But there are plenty of coaches who also think that if you pull up completely and stop trying to play the game, it shows disrespect to their opponent. So they don't want to embarrass them. They continue to let their players go for it.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The New York set to take the field.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here comes third down at 7.
Brings up third down.
Working from the gun, Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh, my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
95 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will be taken at the 13. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Lance now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Lance. Got an open man. It's Foster. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Jets punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
This has really just been a lopsided affair. What a performance they put on, and now they get the football back here with a big lead in the 4th quarter. You know, in the past, we might be discussing dinner plans, talking about steak and sushi, whatever the case is, CD. This ball game is pretty much well in the books.
Yeah, we really could have started bringing up dinner a long time ago if we wanted to, partner. And I think a few of the guys out on the field already making plans for the evening.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on for the 5th time here today. This is taken at about the 14. 44-yard punt, return of 9.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Jacksonville, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll drop to 0-2.
And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.